Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is HowFast. Today we're going to jump in Judy. We're going to head all the way down to Windsor. We should be buttoning up the motor here with Randy. I got a couple parts we got to pick up on the way, but let's hit the road. It's a long drive, so better hit the road right now if we want to make it back before dinner. Okay guys, down here at Randy's, big storm on its way. Judy's waiting. We're going to throw a couple last pieces on here. What do we got left here, Randy?
We got the oil pan and the rear timing cover.
Rear timing cover. Heads are all torqued down. New head gaskets. Valve covers are on, all bolted down. Gaskets, all new gaskets.
Everything.
Oh baby. So we're close guys. A couple more pieces, couple more gaskets, and we're gonna load it up in the truck. So we're gonna set up the camera, we'll get started right now. So a lot of guys on YouTube, whenever they're putting on a crank pulley, you see them, I mean every video I should say, you see them heat it up with some app gas and then they just slam it on. That's because they don't have the right tool. What tool don't they have? Randy's Dandy Crank Installer. Patent pending, available on Amazon, $14.99.
As you can see, the dampener is on.
There we go.
With my special tool.
Special handy dandy Randy. And Randy's handy dandy installer. Crank installer. Okay, the engine is all together, the crank is on, everything is torqued down. We even have some brackets on the heads to pick it up with, and there's just a couple more things we're gonna have to keep in mind before we finalize this. So what do we got, Randy?
Okay, so we got here the oil sending unit.
Yeah.
You have to put a new one on, new one. It'll be a big tall one. Okay, and then down here we got the crank sensor. So you got to put the sensor in there. There's your bolt for it. Okay. Crank sensor. And then you got your dipstick. Once you get your dipstick and all that. Other than that, you're all set to go. We kept the block heater in there just in case if you decide you want it.
Yeah, it's in there. It's filling a void.
Over here, you got your oil cooler. There's a little plate.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a block-off plate. Yeah.
Some come 2 round holes. Some come square.
Okay.
So I'm going to give this to you, and you take that with you.
Thank you, sir.
Actually, you can even just swing it on here real quick.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. So in our last video, we talked about how you and I knew each other, right? So we went to car shows. We go to car shows all the time, and you helped me with the 355 on the Nova. But we didn't talk about your car. I mean, the car that I knew you having, right? So, yeah, so Randy had a 2nd gen Camaro, and when I moved in, I didn't have the Nova at the time, and I feel like your car was very influential in my decision to buy the Nova. And Randy's car, if you don't know what a 2nd gen Camaro is, this thing was the epitome of one. Big block, what was it, a 468? 468 in it. And when he started it, between these two houses over here, my entire house would shake, and I loved it. But the neighbors hated us, right? As soon as I got my car, I thought, oh man, the neighborhood's gone to shit now. So what was the deal with your car? No, let's back up. How long have you been building engines for?
I've been building motors since I was like 11 years old.
11 years old. Started with.
My dad taught me my first 350 motor.
Yeah.
And I built it. Yeah.
Really? Under at 11.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. So what was it for? What was kind of car?
We built it for my first car that I got. It was a 65 Beaumont.
Oh yeah, sweet.
So we put it in there.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you've been, so I mean, gosh, I don't want to ask how old you are, Randy, but that's probably 40 plus years, right?
60 weeks.
50 years. 50. No, I know, but 50 years you've been putting engines together, which is great. And that's.
I've been doing motors and transmissions.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Cars, automotive, racing. Your car was also, I remember when I lived here, your car was featured, right? In that, what was there, some sort of a.
52 RPM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was that. God.
That was over at the Ford Tesla.
Yeah, right, right. And that was what, 8 years ago now,
yeah,
right?
It was featured right on the main. You'll see my Camaro and Derek's Camaro.
Yeah.
The Great Prime one. Yeah.
So, guys, I'm going to get Randy to send me a couple pictures of his car. I know he misses it, so.
I got a picture I can show you.
So there it is. Tell me about it. Tell everyone about it.
It's a 79 Camaro. Originally, I had a small block in it, and I decided to go a big block Chevy and raced it a few times. The best it ran was 980.
980, and that was with the 468 with.
The 468.
With what? Not it.
50 turbo tranny, no nitrous, no nothing.
So NA.
NA on the motor.
Took a second gen Camaro into the 9s.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive. Right on, man.
We're gonna tape up the ports.
Tape up the ports, wrap it up in plastic, and then get it into the back of Judy. Okay, guys, I'm going to set up the camera, and you guys can watch us struggle through this. Okay guys, engine's all loaded up here, and I'm gonna hit the road, head right back to Dresden, but I owe Randy here a huge thank you. So Randy, thank you. Thanks again.
Very welcome, Justin.
Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate it, man.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, you know, guys, I can't stress enough how important Randy's part in this is. Derek and I could have taken a junkyard motor and threw it in the car and sent it, and it probably would have blown up down the track and everyone would have been pissed off at us. What Randy is giving us here is an opportunity to run this car consistently at a high level and bring back some real data that we can build on and help, you know, build this car into what we want it to be. So we really appreciate that, Randy, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Okay, boys, let's hit the road. back at HQ. Got to get the engine out. It's going to be a task. I got to set up the engine stand. We're running out of daylight, but I'm up to it. I think we can do it. So I'm gonna bust it out right now, and I'll set down the camera, and you guys can watch me sweat here, because it's honestly, this is probably like 100% humidity right now. I can't even breathe. It's gross. All right, let's get started. She's up near. I'm gonna put the back of the engine stand on it. Back in HQ. You know, guys, this has been a really long time coming, I'll tell you. 18 months ago or so, Derek and I bought this block out in Stratford, and we picked it up for 400 bucks, 230,000 K, and we opened it up and it was in good shape. I mean, the guy didn't lie to us, and we started disassembling it right then and there. We bought 4th gen rods and pistons and upgraded, all the components on this thing that would be prone to failure after that kind of timeline. So along with an LS2 cam, we're going to turbo this thing, and it's going to go. So I'm super excited to have this back here in HQ. I'm going to finish up the brakes on Hildy here tomorrow. I think tomorrow's the plan. These are done. I'm just going to put the pads in. These should go quite a bit quicker. I'm going to get working on that tomorrow, and we're going to get Dodgey back in here, and then Derek and I can start putting the engine in. We're going to bolt it up to the power glide we have, and we're going to start mocking it up and seeing about what we need to do for motor mounts and transmission mounts. So we'll get started on that in the next couple weeks. I've got a couple things here that obviously need to get taken care of, but that's priority number one for Dodgey, is mocking this up and letting us know exactly where everything needs to be. Then we can start talking about getting the transmission off to go get it built to have the right stuff to be able to handle what this engine's going to put out. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. It's been a long day. I'm still sweating. It is so hot. It is so humid out. But I wanted to remind you guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, look down at the bottom, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell so you get notified every time we upload. If you're ever looking for any of our swag, or you're ever looking to get in touch with us, you can get us at howfast10@gmail.com. You can get us HowFast on Facebook, get us how__fast on Instagram, or howfast.ca if you're just looking for the website. That's where you get all the t-shirts and get caught up on everything that we're at, all the local events we're going to be attending. So, super excited, guys. Really great day today. We'll catch up with you guys next time. Find out how fast we can make this car go.